Today, the story has evolved that now both sides, there is, quote, mutual intrigue on the Knicks and Jason Kidd's behalf to potentially have him come in and take over for Tom Thibodeau. This is happening. This is the day you're going to look back and say, this is when I knew the Knicks got their new head coach. Jason Kidd will be the next head coach of the Knicks.
This is the day you almost had.
Because you don't get to a point where a guy with a job says, I'd like another job unless it's going to happen. Because this is the thing you don't do. Because, yes, I get that. Look, the Mavericks don't want to do any favors for the Knicks after the Knicks stole Jalen Brunson from them, and now here they are shopping in the Mavericks aisle again going, we're going to take one Jason Kidd as well. What's going to be left is the Knicks haggling with the Mavericks for whatever the compensation's going to be, because Jason Kidd is contracted with the Mavericks, got a new contract he signed last year. But look, things change, right? They traded Luka Doncic. Maybe this is not the team that Jason Kidd signed up to coach, even though Cooper Flagg is coming. Hey, the Knicks are ready to win. Jason Kidd's a really good coach, gotten further than Tibbs. And so for him to say, I have intrigue, you can't go back to Dallas after this, right? You know, once you say, hey, I'm interested, it's like when you're dating somebody and they go, hey, I'm not saying we want to break up, but there's somebody else I might be interested in. You're done. That relationship is done. It's over. I want to date somebody. It's over. Whether you say, oh, no, I don't mean we should break up, but there's somebody. No, it's over. It's over now. You don't do this. This doesn't come out unless this is going to happen, because it's very risky for both sides. Now, I'm sure the Mavericks are going to hold into whatever compensation they want. Not going to say, we want Karl Anthony Towns, but it's going to be something where they're going to draw it out, make the Knicks pay whatever they have to, because clearly they've identified Jason Kidd. The first name that came out that they'd be interested in is Jason Kidd. That was the first name that came out, and now there's mutual intrigue, which, like, come on, what the hell is that? But mutual intrigue, which sounds like a bad movie on Cinemax late at night. Mutual intrigue.
Well, you know what? I dig that. I might write that.
But this is how it goes in situations like this. It's going to happen. It's just now they're haggling over the final price, and Jason Kidd will be coaching the Knicks next season.
Yeah, it's just along the lines of my here's what I'm envisioning. And then you wait and pause and see how people reply.
Okay, sure.
Did they laugh? Did they get disgusted? I mean, I don't know. But mutual interest in this way for Jason Kidd, I'm disappointed it comes this fast. I'm going to just say that. I was really kind of hoping this would drag out for a couple of weeks as we get ready for the draft, but clearly there is some push to get these things done. Point guard for point guard, when we talk about Jason Kidd working with Jalen Brunson, perhaps he thought they got rid of the wrong guy a couple of years ago. I don't know. Truth serum for Jason Kidd. Maybe working with and for Nico doesn't work for him. And he did a good job of selling things after that deal was made with the roster in place. Never actually got to really play with that roster. Kyrie Irving getting hurt, Anthony Davis missing time. Klay Thompson ends up being the last man standing. Who would have thunk it? But all of that to say, yeah, you're in a different world than you were when that contract extension was signed and the trajectory of that squad. Now, again, they could be interesting next year, but it really requires the basketball gods to smile upon them with good health and fortune, and for Cooper Flagg to come in and be that guy right away. For the Knicks, it's on the plate, right? Whether Leon Rose got it right or not, we don't know, because Tom Thibodeau didn't play those guys except sporadically towards the end, and that remains the $30 million question in terms of the money they sent him out with. Because they're not going to let him answer it and pushing forward. But for Jason Kidd, the mutual interest, yeah, you can't unring that bell.
No.
So whoever's agent decided that that's what's going out, it's done. It's been reported Mark Stein had it first, and it's been corroborated and doubled up upon in every municipality thereafter.
And look, and before you think, well, the Mavericks are, like I said, they don't want to do the Knicks any favor. The Knicks just showed up and said, hey, we're taking your point guard. Now they're back again, hey, we're taking your coach. Like, wait a minute, the same guy is not going to do this to me.
But remember, there were people that thought they overpaid for Jalen Brunson.
Right, yeah. No one's saying that anymore. But you can't have a coach coaching your team that doesn't want to be there. right? That's no matter how it breaks down, if Jason Kidd wants to go, they have to find a way to make it happen. And they will, and they'll make the Knicks pay, I am sure, because the Knicks feel like this is the missing piece for us, whether it's getting KD on the court, but this is a huge missing piece. They will make them pay, but it's good because you can't have a guy coach who may not want to be there.
Well,
right?
but it's like the last topic we were just talking about. This is the team you put forward to broadcast your finals. Stick by them. Stick by the product that you spent millions of dollars to produce. Likewise here, this is you either going forward or not. And if you've decided, it's like we talked about in Denver, right? They decided Malone and Booth had to go. See ya. All right, now we're into the playoffs. Let's see what we can do. For the Mavericks, for Jason Kidd, they decided evidently it's an untenable situation. So go figure it out. Figure out what that compensation is and move forward and let Cooper Flagg decide who he wants as his head coach.
Cooper, let me throw some names out here. It's like what's that Jimmy Fallon bit when he shows pictures of stars and people just say the first thing that comes to their mind.
All I know is if Wright suddenly comes out of the broadcast booth for that one.
Oh, boy. Tell you, man. I'm telling you, today's a big day. The Knicks unofficially got Jason Kidd today.
Yeah, no, it's going to be curious to see what that level of compensation is, right? We've been talking a lot about what bad money spent and what you need to pay out. For the Knicks, they're already out the $30 million on Tibbs. Yeah. What's another 30?
Could I see, like, obviously the money's going to be a thing, but could I see a lesser player in a draft pick? Yeah, I could see that for Jason Kidd. I was not going to say, we want Cat and Anunoby. Okay, let's not be crazy. Okay, let's not be
And
crazy.
Also remember, it's a different world than you were in, right? The front office guys, the ownership. Hell, the ownership's different in Dallas.